Okay, thank you so much. We are from the government side of the House. The motion today is this House would actively encourage women not to have children. Why is this motion come to surface? It's because nowadays many women are having job while having children. It means that they have to choose between job or children. When woman is having children, they cannot focus on their career. It causes a lot of children being ignored by their mother. So, the government side of House will actively encourage women not to have children, especially the women who have career. But that doesn't mean that government forbid a woman to have children. Women can have children if they want to, because that is their right. They can choose to have a children or not. As government, we will encourage the woman by some socialization, not just for the women who have career, but also to the society so that everybody will understand that woman has a freedom to have a child or not. And there will be no bad comment towards the woman who have chosen that way. Government will also give the law protection to the woman who choose the career. Now it's time for my argument. Having children is a right for the woman, but as a government, we have interest to decrease the birth rate. It's not a coercion, but this is an encouragement to help the government to pursue their goal towards the birth rate. It will not benefit only for the government, but also the women who want to choose to pursue their career. Which it means that this motion is in line with government interests. Government has duties towards the people to provide the better future for them. And the better future is when the people are prosperous with the unemployment rate, and we can press that we decrease the birth rate, because when the population increase without control, there will be so many people who don't get job, and that will increase the unemployment and poverty rate. It will also spread to the health side, because poverty can cause disease when people have lack of money for fulfill their needs. Besides that, it can also worsen the mental health, because poverty make the people, especially the women with children, getting stressed, and it can cause their mental getting sick. Thank you so much.
I'm the second speaker of government want to actively encourage women not to have children. We believe if women have a right to choose having children or having a career, like my first speaker said. But first of all, I want to give a rebuttal to opposition team that they believe that they will not encourage women to not to have a children. But the opposition of the house want to women can have a children without give explanation. Why they must to have a children and they having a career, because out of the case they cannot focus to control between having a children and having a career. And the first speaker of opposition just explained the important thing for women to having a children, but they don't explain or think if the woman have a right to choose. And we as government want to actively encourage women not to have children, because we think all the case of women that happen in our country is the problem, because they having a children and having a career. We think that women have a right to choose. We think about our country have a high rate of birth, and also we think about the children that doesn't take care by the woman that focus on their career. As government, we want to decrease the rate of birth in our country by encourage them and not forbid women to have a children. It's not only about our country. According to the world, in fact, population growth is considered as dangerous, which means this world is no longer able to sustain civilization with reduced population number, and also to erase the negative stereotype about women who doesn't have or doesn't want to have a children. Why? Because most of the case women want to focus to their career, but they cannot. They have been burdened by the family or the culture and the society to have children first, and then they start their career. And that is the problem, because most of the case that women confuse between having children and having career. Most of women having a children because culture and their family, because of that rate of the rate of birth in our country so high. And the second case, women cannot choose between having a children and having a career. Because of that, they cannot give their best to their children. And that is the argument. Because of that, we propose that we will actively encourage women not to have a children. Thank you.